Once the template is created successfully, the same template can be viewed under Template List tab. As you can see, HR Executive Appraisal template is successfully created and updated under Template List tab. If the same template requires certain addition or updation to be done, we can do so by clicking on to Edit icon under the Action field. Once the template is created for a particular position, we can schedule the appraisal for that position. Click Schedule Appraisal menu. Before creating or scheduling the appraisal, workflow action needs to be defined for that particular scheduling. Under App Builder menu, Workflow Action submenu, we can create process action for each module, in this case performance appraisal. There are 7 steps in performance appraisal process: performance management template preparation, performance management schedule, performance management self-rating, performance management colleague rating, performance management approver rating, performance management recommendation, and performance management final action. Each action can be selected from the pre-populated list. Its start and end time can be selected, whether this action is mandatory or not in the overall scheme of the performance appraisal, team who will be looking after the action, and if any approval required. This column can be entered for each appraisal, and levels can also be defined for this action steps. Once workflow is defined for the performance appraisal, we can schedule the appraisal. Under the schedule editor, enter details like appraisal from date, that is when is appraisal starting. Select appraisal end date, the date from which this appraisal will be active, and date till which this scheduling will be active. Select the status from the pre-populated list of completed, failed, in progress or pending. Select the workflow. The schedule editor gives an option to select competency, KPI or both. If HR manager selects competency, then the appraisal will be done only on the basis of the competency defined in the template. If the performance manager select KPI, then performance appraisal will be done wholly on the basis of the KPI matrix. If the HR manager selects both, that is competency as well as KPI, then performance appraisal will measure competency matrix and KPI metrics for rating in the performance appraisal. Select organization or employee who will be allocated this appraisal. Once the employee is selected who are scheduled for this appraisal, click Save. Thus, HR manager created a template for a particular position. He can schedule the appraisal for the selected position, and once the start and end start date of the appraisal starts, till the time the date of the appraisal gets complete, the appraisal process is started.